Welcome to Legends with Bevan Jones. Thanks to Anytime Fitness Glenelg and Bickford's Australia.
Well, g'day and welcome to another edition of Legends with Bevo, the show where we chat to past and present sports people, entertainment icons and those doing great things in the community. And today we've got the great pleasure of being joined by a man who's won the stars from the Redbacks. He's been a two-time State Player of the Year, a Sheffield Shield Player of the Year. He's even got the baggy green back in 2018 when he played against South Africa. Should have played a lot more cricket for Australia, but that's a discussion for another time. Chatty Say, it's great to have you on Legends with Bevo.
Thanks for having me.
Mate, it's an absolute pleasure having you on. Obviously, recently we've seen the Big Bash finish up, and there's been a lot of talk about the season going on for too long, and unfortunately you haven't been a part of it, so you've been playing grade cricket. Do you sort of feel as though the season does go for too long?
Yeah, I think it does go a fraction too long. I mean, it's good for TV viewing when there's nothing on, but yeah, for blokes like me who aren't actually involved, yeah, there's not much going on around that time. It's just a bit of training, and as you said, playing grade cricket, which is great to get back and play with your local club, but you'd rather be playing Sheffield Shield cricket at that time.
What do you think they can do with the schedule? Do you think maybe starting the Big Bash a bit earlier and finishing it earlier, like maybe making it 10 games per team, do you think, to perhaps to make it a bit more shorter and better for the fans?
Yeah, I think they have to do something like that. Yeah, I think once school holidays is finished, you probably see the crowds drop off, so I think that would probably be the ideal time for it to end and get back into Shield cricket, and blokes like me can get back on the park.
And how you been going in the grade cricket? You've been getting a few poles out there, or? Yeah,
getting a few, mate. I like to work on my batting over that time, so I chuck myself up the order at Glenelg and get in there and have a nice hit. So, but yeah, it's just great to get back there and play with the lads. They enjoy getting the state cricketers back in grade cricket.
And you've been scoring any half centuries out there, or hundreds, or?
I got a 73 not out a couple of weeks ago to win the game for the Glenelg against Sturt in a one-day, so that was nice to give a little bit back.
Oh, well done, yeah, good effort. And let's talk about 2018, your major debut for Australia finally. It was long overdue against South Africa, a very good side, and you even got the prize scalp of one of the best in the world, AB de Villiers. So talk us through this experience.
Yeah, it was obviously every kid's dream to play for Australia, and I guess all the hard work and all the dedication that goes with it has paid off, and yeah, I got that baggy green 4.52, and yeah, as you said, AB de Villiers, one of the best batsmen in the world, and he probably was at that time, and second new ball to get him out. I thought I got pretty well throughout the day without much luck, so to get a couple of rewards at the end of the day was great.
And I mentioned at the start of the show, you've been the State Player of the Year on 2 occasions, even won the Sheffield Shield Player of the Year, and you made that baggy green debut back in 2018. Do you feel as though you should have played more Australian cricket, especially with the success that you've had?
I think the statistics probably say I should, but I guess at the time and as they are now, there's been a formidable bowling attack that they've put together for Australia, and they've done really well over that period of time. I guess myself and Jackson Bird as well probably we're just unlucky at the timing, I guess. Yeah, we both taken a number of wickets at Sheffield Shield cricket, and I guess just the timing of things, as in sport, it happens like that. So I guess in a different era, maybe we would have played a bit more for Australia, but I'm just happy enough to have gotten that baggy green, and no one can take that away from me now.
Well, yeah, let's hopefully there's more opportunities down the track. Now, recently you're involved here at the beautiful Adelaide Oval in the T20 Showdown game between the Crows and the Power. So much money raised for bushfire victims, which is just awesome. We saw a really good crowd of over 40,000 people as well. What was this day like and being involved?
Yeah, it was unbelievable, mate, to see how much support that the game actually got. I think, as you said, 35,000, and to raise over $1 million was just great. There's been a lot of heartbreak over Australia over the past couple of months, so anything that we can do as sportsmen to give back was just fantastic. And yeah, it's great to see a lot of footballers how good at cricket they were. I guess that's what made the game better. It was pretty competitive, and you saw a lot of sixes and a lot of fours, so it made the game even better.
And I know that would have been a bit of fun as well, a lot of banter out there playing against the Crows boys.
Yeah, it was. I know a few of them as well, so there was a bit of banter in the lead up with me and Tex, but that was blown out of a bit of proportion just for the game. But it was great to actually rub shoulders with a few of them boys and go out on Adelaide Oval with them.
Could you see it being an annual thing, Chatty, or do you think it was just more of a once-off?
I think it could be an annual thing, but I guess it was probably a novelty with the first one. Whether or not you get that crowd again, you have to see that next year if it goes ahead. But maybe at a Curran Rolton Oval or something like that might work a bit better.
Yeah, watch your space with that one, hey? And the Redbacks, obviously you made those 2 finals in a row a few years ago and looking really good. Unfortunately couldn't get the job done, beaten by a very good Victorian side, mind you, with a lot of Australian players. This season you've been up and about, but near the bottom of the ladder, but it doesn't sort of tell the real story of how well the Redbacks have actually gone. You've been in quite a few games. What do you think you need to do for that improvement and to get back up to that stage where you're playing in finals again?
Yeah, I think you're right. As you said, probably doesn't tell how well we have been going. I think we probably haven't won as many games as we like, but we haven't lost as many either. So we're still around the mark in the ladder. I think the win against Tassie just before Christmas has put us in good stead for the back end of this season. So I think it's just our consistency. I think we've got enough good players, but I guess at times we just haven't put it all together at once. So hopefully the back end, all of us players can put our best foot forward in the same games, and we can dominate the competition in the back end.
It must be really good though to see the likes of yourself, Travie Head, Kane Richardson, Zamps, and Alex Carey, of course, doing great things though and playing for Australia, because that's what, at the end of the day, it's great to see. We want championships, of course, for the state, but to see guys go on and represent your country is no doubt good as well, and shows that we're doing the right things in SA.
Yeah, that's right. That's our number one goal as the Redbacks team, is to get people playing for Australia. And over the past years, as we've said, we've had a number of blokes who are playing for Australia and now dominating for Australia. So. You obviously like them to be playing for us, but the best thing is they are playing for Australia, and it gives someone else a go in the Redbacks colours. So it shows how good our system has been lately, and can only improve.
And who are some of the funniest teammates at the Redbacks, and why, Chatty?
Oh, you've got a couple of weird blokes like Zamps in our side, so he's always funny. Richo, a bit different, these blokes, so that's probably why they're funny. Cameron Valenti's a good jokester and prankster, so he's always sending Snapchats and videos around of him scaring blokes and stuff like that. So they're probably the main three.
So what's been the best prank you've come across in your time at the Redbacks?
Oh, Valenti loves scaring blokes, so if you're rooming with him, you're not getting much sleep at all.
Sounds like some of my mates as well.
No, it's not great.
And some of your toughest opponents, who have they been and why, whether it be playing for Australia or South Australia?
Yeah, I think one of them's coming up this week, and Sean Marsh. He's just been a great stalwart of the Sheffield Shield competition, and it was great to see him get awarded with the Shield Player of the Year last night. So he's going to be tough again this week, but he makes a lot of runs every year, and his game is very simple but effective, and a very hard player to get out.
And we saw last night Wes Agar winning the Bradman Young Player of the Year, which is a fantastic effort. Well done to him. Talk us through Wes. It comes across being an interesting character as well.
Yeah, he's a little bit interesting, but he's obviously came here a couple of years ago and for whatever reason went back home, and now he's found himself back again, and he's been given a great opportunity by South Australia, which is great. And he's hit the ground running this season. He had a great pre-season, he got himself really fit, and he's bowling really fast. So he's a bloke who takes a lot of wickets. He's just one of those blokes who gets wickets, which is great for us. And he's going great, as I said, and hopefully higher things happen for him.
Yeah, fingers crossed for that. And before we let you go, talk us through the Chad Sayers journey. Obviously, you've gone on to play for South Australia and win those couple of state individual player awards, as well as the Sheffield Shield Player of the Year. And you've been one of the stalwarts for SA for a long period of time. How did it all start? How did you end up playing for the Redbacks and then for Australia?
Obviously, my old man played for South Australia, so cricket's always been in my family. I've got an older brother as well, so fierce backyard cricket battles. But I played at Woodville as a youngster and throughout my senior career for a lot of years, and then obviously as soon as I was playing cricket at a competitive level, I wanted to play as high as I could. So South Australia was the next thing from grade cricket, so I strived myself for that. Work hard at training, just put performances on the board, and you keep doing that, they can't knock you back. So it's the same at Shield level. You want to play at the highest, so I wanted to play for Australia, and by doing that you just got to take wickets, and that's what I just do. That's my job, is to take wickets for South Australia now. So it's an incredible job, and one you kind of got to pinch yourself that you're doing. So I guess that's how my journey started. Just wanted to play at the highest level.
and you're doing a wonderful job of that. Well, Chatty says, keep up the great work, mate, with SA, and obviously this season it's going to be tough to win the Shield, but hopefully next season, and hopefully the boys can have a really good rest of the season, and obviously that win against Tasmania, hopefully they can continue that form going forwards. And again, thanks so much for your time, mate.
No
well
worries.
done.
Thanks, Bev.
Thank you. Thanks so much to Jeff for filming for us, and for Adam as well for letting us do it down here at the beautiful Adelaide Oval today. And go the Redbacks.